What do you need?
And here's Drippin, Drippy Dreppin, remember? Godan, Firehammer! I didn't think you were ever coming back! What's it like out there? A bit too soppy. Okay, just explaining that it's pretty, trying to make it seem perhaps a little bit more than it maybe is, just to make him a bit envious, a bit scary dripping. There's more to the Iron Crisis than the bandits everyone talks about, but well, I'm coming out on top. Yeah, like what? Oh, bloody hell, fire! You're asking questions now. Perhaps not divulging too much information. So at this point, we have to also be aware that if the Iron Throne are here, possibly doppelgangers might not be too far behind, and we just got to be a little bit sceptical about who we're speaking to. So yeah, a bunch of kobolds tainting the ore, some kind of acid, but that's not even the half and the quarter of it. Let me guess. They want to form an independent kobold city-state too, right? Why don't you just fess up and admit that you spent the past while as a baker's apprentice or whatever and stop trying to pull my leg? Have you ever seen a baker's apprentice wielding such fancy equipment? You are always thick, Dreppin, he thinks to himself as he walks off. Baker's apprentice. So it certainly wouldn't be no apprentice if I was going into the baking industry. I'd be Master Blooming Baker, nothing less. So a quick tour of the inner grounds. Oh.
Salutations. I am Catterley, a visitor of Candlekeep, like yourselves.
Pardon if I seem out of sorts, but the journey has been long and treacherous, and my labours age me so. May I inquire as to your name? I am certain I have seen your face before, but I cannot fully place it. Well, we're certainly going to be blabbering to strangers in Candlekeep right now. Sorry, but I don't have time to speak. Excuse me, I was trying to find some friends. Very well, though I am sure we have met before. Perhaps I am mistaken. I have travelled far and met many people. Well met, and good day to you regardless. I hope you enjoy your visit to the library in the main keep. Cadderley. What the hell's he? We don't recognise him. We're certainly going to be giving him any information. Not a chance. Oh, and here is absent-minded for Lydia.
Hello there.
Oh, why hello. Have you seen my book? Wait, oh, no, you already found that for me, didn't you? Oh, I just don't know anymore. You haven't been around lately, have you? Yes, we have, Lydia. You're just so absent-minded, you just don't recall seeing us. We've been here all the time. That's what I'd love to say to her, just to wind her up. But, no, we're exclaiming that we haven't been back since Gorion died. Gorion? Why, yes, of course. I'm sorry, I've made a bore of myself again. Gorion was a good and wise sage, and he obviously raised you with better manners than I would have been able to. Some people might question my manners, but there you go. Always have time to be polite to old friends. Just people I don't like that I'm rude to, and people that have things that I want.
Right, what's this then?
Okay, so here we are, the Candlekeep Inn. I bet Immerwin is looking forward to seeing old Puffguts again.
Go on then, I'm on it. Spit, I'm on it.
I've done had enough of this.
Where's old Firebeady? Mr. Elfhair, where's he gone?
I'm on it.
Okay, Winthrop. Good to see you again.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Ah! Now there's a rapscallion! Set on the little wisp now and make every bolt count! Oh, bloody hell. Another one of his jokes. Yeah, yes, yes. You'd run me wide out of the fletching business in a flash, you would. Oh, it's good to see your impish face again. Now, fill me in on what it is you've been doing lately. Adventuring. Again, keeping his cards close to his chest. Spoken with the wisdom of a true fool. By the gods, I love this bastard child. Right, do you have any regular bullets, Winthrop? You do. Good. Right, just give me 4 notches. Thank you. There we go. What's that? Oh, magic resistance. I wonder what that little icon was there in the lower left. Okay, so we all need to rest. Asking for the penthouse apartments.
Go on then. I'm on it.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Resting up, ready for our investigations.
Spit it out.
Thank you, Winthrop.
You rang.
I may be back before the day and night is through.
Right, what's this then?
So it's night time. It's not too late.
Go on then.
Good a time as any
I'm on it.
to commence one's investigations. And the Candlekeep library itself,
Sorted.
I think, was the place mentioned that was going to be where the meeting was held.
Spit it out. I'm on it.
Okay, so here we are inside the Candlekeep library, I believe. This is the first time we've been in here. Well, we, as the player, of course, Godan and Imoen have been in here many, many times.
You rang. Right, what's this then?
Something on your mind?
And this is Karen. We've met Karen before, I think. I think he came out when we were attacked in the barracks for the very first time. Not the barracks, where were we attacked for the first time? I think it was the priest building. Go down, Firehammer, my child. Look at you. Your face has gained some new lines since the days when I tutored you. Gained some new lines. I thought I was looking good. She's probably thinking. Alright, so, yeah, you speak true? It was not your fault. You prepared me as well as you could for what lay beyond these walls. I just pray that I am prepared for what I shall find within them. Why? What is wrong here? Shall I tell the Watchers? The Watchers are no more use than a bundle of sticks. Just tell me if you've seen anything strange in the library this past while. I mean, of course, the Watchers are probably slightly more useful than a bundle of sticks. Godan used to train to try to be one, but for the Iron Throne, I think even the Watchers would be powerless to stop them. So just asking for information. Strange? Why, yes. That is just the word I would have used for that Coverus fella. He was right here beside me, taking Aluando's prophecies from their place on the shelf and reading them. I could hear his voice, recognised the seer's words upon his quiet breath, but when I turned to steal a glance at him from the corner of my eye, it was the strangest thing. His eyes were closed and he was reciting page after page as if from memory. He heard your footsteps, it seems, and wandered off. I was just returning the prophecies to their rightful place here. It might be wise to take a look. If this Coverus is dangerous, I'm afraid I'm too old and bookish to be more than a hindrance. Forgive me, but I must leave you now. So a visitor named Coverus has demonstrated more than passing familiarity with the prophecies of Aluando the Seer. And we need to try and find this Coverus chap. Okay. We take a look around.
Go on then. Sorted. Spit it out. Right, what's this then?
Suppose just maybe rifling through a few bookcases here and there. Oh, I'm not going to take any scrolls, but we might take a few suspicious looking letters, for instance. During the days of the Avatars, the Lord of Murder will spawn a score of mortal progeny. These offspring will be aligned good and evil, but chaos will flow through them all. When the beast's bastard children come of age, they will bring havoc to the lands of the Sword Coast. One of these children must rise above the rest and claim their father's legacy. This inheritor will shape the history of the Sword Coast for centuries to come. Sounds like some kind of those bloody prophecies. Another one. The spawn of the Lord of Murder are fated to come into their inheritance through bloodshed and misery. It is the hope of their father that only one shall remain alive to inherit his legacy. I foresee that the children of Baal shall kill each other in a bloody massacre. More prophecies, eh? Perhaps go down here just rifling through bookcases to occupy himself a little bit whilst he thinks about how best to try and confront the leaders of the Iron Throne. Well, dip me in broth and call me stewed. If it isn't little Godan Firehammer, why haven't I seen you for nearly, quite some time anyway? We're not going to be rude. I'm just exchanging a little bit of pleasantries here, asking how he's been. Theodon. I still remember you running about the keep in your little swaddling clothes, pestering the elders and spooking the cows. Ain't that right, Jessup? Surely was. Yep, of course. You never did stay in those rags of yours long. Yes, but how have you been? You'd be naked as a jaybird the moment someone turned their back on you. I remember the day that fella Blackstaff came floating in, and there you were, tearing around the outer keep with Gorion hot on your trail. Took the cloak right off his back, you did, and made yourself just the cutest little... Excuse me. Yes. Just drop the history lesson, please. How have you been? Wait, I remember it all now. There was Kelvin Blackstaff trying his hardest to look important while you ran through the stables with his cape tied around your waist. Such a lark, eh, Jessup? I thought I'd catch my death from laughing, I did. You and me both. Gorion was shaking like a leaf. He was so bad. Okay, Godan making his excuses and getting the hell out of here. Nobody was sure what to do, and then Kelvin mutters some words and catches you by the scruff of the neck with some sort of spectral hand. He hauls you out and drops you right in front of him, grabbing his filthy cape in the process. Everyone was scared, they were. Weren't they, Jessup? Sure enough, scared witless. Yep, and then old Kelburn busts out in the biggest laugh you ever heard. Everyone in the keep was laughing like mad, except you, Godan. You just stood there naked as the day you were born and wondering what the fuss was about. I tell you, they were the days. Yes, but I think I really must be going now that you've embarrassed me. Thank God he's not near his party for them to hear, although the sound that this guy was making when he was talking, I'm sure they've probably heard every word. Oh, certainly, little one. Stop by any old time, though. I've got some paintings of you as a youngster I'm sure your little friends would love to see. Remember the ones of Godan on the bearskin rug, Jessup? Surely do. In the buff as usual. Cute as a bug you were. Go play with your friends now. Go on. I think Nera's smirking and Godan is trying to avoid her gaze. Naked as usual, eh? Naked as usual. So getting a few scrolls, but I don't think Godan has any intentions of, even he has no intentions of stealing from the fabled halls of Candle Keep. Even he has his limits to what he puts his sticky little fingers into. Okay, so there's nothing here. Did you hear any of that?
You rang.
All of them sort of snickering and sniggering and probably saying, no, didn't hear a damn word. Hear what? Hear what?
Right, what's this then? Spit it out. Sorted.
Books, books, and more books. What else do you expect in a library, eh? And this is a kitchen. Couple of cooks. No interest there. And we certainly ain't speaking to Jessup.
You rang.
We've had enough embarrassments for one day, thank you very much.
Sorted.
If anyone makes any jokes about bearskin rugs, I'll chop the fingers off,
Go on then. Sorted.
he warns, while stomping up the steps.
Harem of knowledge.
Okay, been approached by Bendalis. Hello, Godan. It's good to see you here once again. A pity you could not have returned during a more restful time. Restful time? Why? What has got you so stressed? Oh, it's nothing, I'm sure. It's just that, well, things seem a little strange around here. Those decidedly un-merchant-like merchants, for one, and some of our own monks are acting odd as well. One fellow in particular. So Godan's not happy to hear this. This definitely sounds like doppelgangers again. And, yeah, inquiring who the hell is acting odd. Well, there is this fellow named Kovrus. I assume he is a visiting sage of some sort, but he seems more interested in our guests than the tomes. He makes me nervous. I think he's had the same effect on others as well. Young Shishtal has been out of sorts for days now. He's not as thick-skinned as I. You remember how nervous he used to be? He's quite the opposite now. Seems like a totally different person. I worry about him. I should go. It's been nice speaking with you. Okay, so we've got some unmerchant-like merchants, probably the Iron Throne. We know about Kovrus, this sage, reciting Aloando's prophecies from memory, and now we've got Shishtel, who used to be quiet and unassuming, who's now become completely opposite. Could be a doppelganger. Things don't sound too promising here in Candlekeep, do they? Right, same again. Let's just have a quick look around and see if we can find anything of note, any clues, anything at all that may be of assistance to us. Other than a whole plethora of bloody books. And again, as I keep saying, it is a library.
The Lord of Murder
Oh.
shall perish.
Godan, you look distressed. What is it, child? Nothing,
Fields will be
nothing.
sown from their passage.
Nothing is wrong.
So saith the wise Alondo.
Making an excuse that it's a bit hot. Hot? This keep suffers from as many chill drafts as it always has. You look feverish. Go see one of the priests that they may tend to it. Not wanting to divulge information to just a regular old chanter. Alright.
You need something, stranger?
Oh, excuse me. Here's Coverus approaching us. Ah, I thought I might find you somewhere around here. Allow me to introduce myself. Yes, go on. My name is Coverus. I used to work for your father, running messages to his harp of friends in Waterdeep. Before he passed on, he entrusted this ring to me and asked that I give it to you should evil ever befall him. Will you take it? Okay. Godan may not be the brightest spark in the Candlekeep, but he's certainly not stupid. For a start, if you were working for Gorion, then people in Candlekeep would know you. And we've talked to a couple of people who've said that you have been acting strange here, so I don't believe for 1 second that you used to work for Gorion. So no, I really don't want to take your ring, to be honest with you. So we can either ask what evil befell him, or just exclaim to him that we want nothing to do with his baubles. But we are supposed to be investigating and finding out as much as we can, so we're just going to keep him talking. What evil befell him, Coverus? You were there. You saw it all. A woman, an armoured figure, 2 ogres wielding clubs, and 2 archers. But Gorion's petty magic was of little use against them, was it not? And you fled with your tail between your legs, hiding amidst the trees until dawn broke. And now it comes full circle, doesn't it? The Iron Throne, so close that you can almost touch them and wreak your revenge for that night. Alarm bells, hello. Gorion's petty magic? Any former worker or friend of Gorion would surely not exclaim petty magic, as if speaking about him with with discontempt here. Fled with your tail between your legs, hiding. Sounds like he knows a lot about what went on there. Where were you, if you know so much? If you be so void of trust, I'm surprised you have made it this far. It is of little matter. Go seek your vengeance, or your doom at the hand of the Iron Throne. I wash my hands of it. All right. Very strange indeed, they're right, to be suspicious of this Coverus.
Right, what's this then?
I don't think Godan would probably have let him just waltz off so willy-nilly. Game mechanics allowing, sure he would have loved to have grabbed hold of Coverus's arm and say, "Where the hell do you think you're going, pal? And who are you calling petty? Eh? Whose magic you calling petty?" How dare you speak so ill of my dead foster father? You know, something along those lines. But no, we just have to let him waltz away. Okay, we've got a watcher here. Another priest of Ogma. Alright, so there's nothing of note on this level, other than the conversation we've just had with Covrus, of course, which means
You rang.
upwards again.
Right, what's this then? Go on then. I'm on it.
The priest of Ogma.
Spit it out. I'm on it.
Got another set of stairs going up.
You rang. Right, what's this then?
Oh, look at that. Here's Brunos, Iron Throne lackey.